Now, in another matter, already this week, the Senate has confirmed two more well-qualified judicial nominees. Soon, Allison Rushing and Chad Riedler will take their respective seats on the Fourth and Sixth Circuit Courts of Appeals. And later today, the Senate will vote on confirmation of Eric Murphy, also to the Sixth Circuit. Together, these nominees bring decades of legal experience, prestigious clerkships, and the recognition of their peers. They will be charged with upholding the Constitution and the rule of law, and each is well equipped to do exactly that. Now, my colleagues need no reminder of Senate Democrats' historic obstruction of nominations over the past 2 years. Under this administration, 135 nominations have required a cloture vote. 135 nominations have required a cloture vote. And 5 times more were required during the first 2 years than in the same period of the last 6 administrations combined. The final nomination we'll consider this week captures what I'm talking about perfectly. John Fleming was nominated by the President to serve as Assistant Secretary of Commerce for Economic Development on June the 20th of last year. This is an Assistant Secretary of Commerce. Mr. Fleming has an impressive record. When the Environment and Public Works Committee first considered his nomination last summer, a significant bipartisan majority voted to favorably report his nomination. This is an Assistant Secretary of Commerce out of committee on a bipartisan basis last summer. But partisan obstruction ran out the clock. The nomination was sent back to the President at the end of the Congress. So earlier this year, Mr. Fleming was resubmitted, returned to the same committee, and was favorably reported by the same bipartisan margin. But the obstruction still wasn't finished. Here on the floor, I had to file cloture to ensure he'd get a vote. I'm pleased that cloture could be withdrawn yesterday, and we'll be happy to vote on the confirmation today, just as happened last week on another nomination. But I'm sorry these cloture filings and wasted time were needed for these uncontroversial and impressive nominees. I'm sorry the case studies of pointless obstruction just keep on piling up.